If you want to discover how the De'Longhi Magnifica EVO coffee machine works, find out if it's easy to clean, and learn what sets it apart from other De'Longhi models and in which versions it is available, don't miss this video. The first thing you need to know is that the De'Longhi Magnifica EVO is a super automatic coffee machine. This means it grinds coffee beans right before brewing your beverages, ensuring an incomparable taste and aroma. Plus, since it doesn't use capsules, it's more environmentally friendly. It also does everything automatically. You just press a button and enjoy your coffee. This model features De'Longhi's LatteCrema System for making milk-based recipes, like this delicious cappuccino. Specifically, this model can prepare these 7 recipes: Espresso, long coffee, Americano, hot water for infusions, Cappuccino, Café Latte, and the My Latte option, which allows you to create custom milk-based drinks. As you can see, all these beverages are prepared using this main control panel, which has beautifully illustrated icons of the drinks. This panel is made of plastic. It's not a screen, but the material is of good quality. The buttons respond without needing to press too hard, giving the machine an overall attractive look. The machine is quite intuitive to use. Besides making drinks, the main panel allows you to adjust other settings easily. Here, for example, we have these coffee bean icons, which let you adjust the coffee's intensity. If you select 3 coffee beans, which is the highest level, the machine will use more grams of coffee beans, resulting in a stronger coffee. At the lowest level, it will use fewer beans, making a milder coffee. In addition to this function, the machine offers a higher level of customization with this dial inside the coffee bean tray. You can turn it clockwise to grind the beans more finely, increasing the coffee's intensity, or counterclockwise for a coarser grind, making the coffee milder. Keep in mind that this is for calibrating the machine, not for adjusting it every time you brew coffee. Another important thing to remember is that this adjustment should only be made while the grinder is running. If you adjust it otherwise, you could damage the machine, so be careful when making this change. Next to the coffee beans, you'll see an icon of a spoon. This is the button to prepare coffee using pre-ground coffee. To do this, simply select this option, add the pre-ground coffee using the included measuring scoop, and choose the drink you want to make. This function is especially useful for making decaffeinated coffee with pre-ground coffee, but you can also use it to brew regular coffee with ground coffee. If you want to see this process in detail, check out another video on our channel. Continuing with the panel options, on the right side of the panel, there's a button to prepare 2 espressos at the same time, or a double espresso. This button is also used for other settings. The next button is for turning the machine on and off. On the opposite side of the panel, you'll find the button to start the descaling process and the automatic cleaning function for the milk system. For milk-based coffee recipes, you'll need to use the LatteCrema System, which is included with the machine. It's very easy to use. It consists of 5 parts that you need to assemble like this. Once the system is set up, fill the milk container with either dairy or plant-based milk, whichever you prefer. As you can see, the container has markings indicating how much milk to add for each drink. After adding the milk, attach the LatteCrema System to the machine by inserting it into the slot. Now, simply choose the intensity, as we did earlier, and press the button for the drink you want. In this case, I'm making a Café Latte. As you can see, the machine first dispenses the milk and then adds the coffee. And here's our Café Latte with a delicious and frothy layer of foam. As I mentioned earlier, this machine includes an automatic cleaning system for the milk system. However, to be honest, I don't find this feature very useful because it only cleans the dispensing spout. As you can see, there's still milk residue in the rest of the system, so you'll need to clean it manually or in the dishwasher. Speaking of cleaning, Let's look at the maintenance required for the machine. Apart from what we just discussed regarding the milk system, approximately every 10 to 12 coffees, you'll need to empty the coffee grounds container, which can be accessed from the front, and drain the drip tray. Additionally, about every 2 months, it's necessary to clean the inside of the machine and the brewing unit. We have another video on our channel showing the entire process, but to give you an idea, you need to open this side panel, remove the brewing unit by pressing the red clips, rinse it with water, dry it, and put it back in place. If you've never had a super automatic coffee machine, don't worry. The process is quite simple. So far, we haven't talked about another important aspect, the design. Aside from the front panel, which we've already seen, the body of the machine is made of high-quality plastic that feels nice to the touch. Also, as you may have noticed, it's a fairly large appliance, measuring 24 centimeters wide, 36 centimeters high, and 44 centimeters deep, and weighing 9.6 kilograms. Despite this, within the De'Longhi range, as you can see in this comparison chart, it has relatively compact dimensions. Another size-related aspect is the capacity of its reservoirs. In this regard, the De'Longhi Magnifica EVO stands out positively. It has a coffee bean container with a 250g capacity, a 1.8L water tank that is conveniently front accessible, and a coffee grounds container that holds 14 portions. Within the De'Longhi range, as you can see, it falls into the mid-capacity category, though there aren't major differences between the various models. If you're thinking about buying this coffee machine, you'll probably want to know that it is available in 5 versions, which you can see on the screen now. Their prices at the time of recording this video are displayed below. However, we recommend checking the links in the video description and comments for the latest prices and offers. The differences between the different models are shown in the following chart. As you can see, there aren't major differences. The main ones include whether they feature the LatteCrema system or a manual frother, the number of recipes each model can prepare, and the available colors. In terms of price, if we compare the Magnifica EVO with other De'Longhi models, we can see that it falls in the mid-range category. For similar models with comparable features and prices that could be alternatives to the Magnifica EVO, we have the Magnifica Start and the Philips 3300. If you want to learn more about them, don't miss the upcoming videos. We hope you found this video helpful.
See you next time.